Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, February 21st, 2013. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, Governor Bill Haslam says Tennessee won't participate in a partnership with the federal government in establishing a health insurance exchange. The Bonnaroo Music Festival has announced its lineup of performers for this year's event. 4 men have been charged in connection with a rash of alleged home invasions across Coffee County. And in spite of the cold weather, customers were camping out in the parking lot hoping to be in the first 100 patrons to sample the new Chick-fil-A restaurant in Tullahoma. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Backed by popular demand, it's our annual Cash for Trash event. That means if you can push, pull, or drag it here, we'll give you $2,000 towards the purchase of any pre-owned vehicle on our lot. Don't forget about the 7.5 $500 guarantee. We'll match or beat any new vehicle price, or I'll give you a check for $500. Spend your tax refund wisely and come to Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac and Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Tullahoma. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Everybody's in a business. A realtor helps build your family with a home to grow in. A doctor keeps you healthy and can fix a broken heart. An accountant keeps you on track for your future dreams. As a master IJO jeweler, Woodard's Diamond Showroom is a little of all of these because we're in the love business. We're there for your family's special times with regular happiness checkups and symbols of love. That's our business at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
If you like HD TV, you're going to like what Charter's been up to. Adding so much free HD that Charter TV is a whole new experience. National Geographic HD, Animal Planet HD, Discovery HD, Sports in HD, movies, news, kids programming. Plus, Charter now has thousands of free movies and shows in HD on demand anytime. You want to see more TV in HD? Try Charter. It's smarter.
Welcome back. Governor Bill Haslam says Tennessee won't participate in a partnership with the federal government in establishing a health insurance exchange. In a letter to the U.S. Health and Human Resources Secretary Catherine Sebelius obtained Friday by the Associated Press, the Republican governor said the partnership model doesn't address his concerns over what he called misguided federal policies, aggressive timelines, and a lack of flexibility for the states. Haslam noted that he has the same complaints when he rejected a state-based exchange in December. Exchanges are online markets where consumers will be able to buy individual private policies and apply for government subsidies to help pay their premiums. Haslam's decision means Tennesseans will participate in an exchange completely run by the federal government. About 982,000 people are uninsured in the state of Tennessee.
British royalty will hit the stage at this June's Bonnaroo Music Festival in Manchester. In the typical quirky Bonnaroo way, the Manchester, Tennessee-based festival announced its 2013 lineup on YouTube Tuesday as Weird Al Yankovic trotted out the names of former Beatle Sir Paul McCartney, Mumford & Sons, rock king Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, electronica god Pretty Lights, Bjork, and ZZ Top, along with Billy Idol. The live lineup broadcast featured odd skits that included bobbing for meat to spur on announcements via Google Plus video chat. The multimedia blitz also featured an appearance from comedian Daniel Tosh, who will perform at the festival's famed comedy tent. Former Beatle Sir Paul McCartney will headline the event, set to run from June 13 to 16 on a 700-acre farm just outside of the Manchester city limits. McCartney's appearance will mark his second swing through Middle Tennessee. He was in Nashville at the Bridgestone Arena in 2010. The festival announced at least 40 other acts on its website at www.bonnaroo.com. A complete printed lineup will be in this week's Saturday Independent Print Edition and in the Saturday Independent Online Edition.
4 men have been charged in connection with a rash of alleged home invasions across Coffee County early Tuesday morning. Authorities say the residents were robbed at gunpoint at their homes in Manchester, Tullahoma, and rural Coffee County. The 4 suspects were arrested at a Fredonia Road home in Manchester shortly after they allegedly used a gun to rob occupants of a home in the rural Boynton Valley area. Jason Dendy, investigator with the Coffee County Sheriff's Department, says that Dakota Newsom, age 19, of Tullahoma, Dakota Brock, age 18, and Alex Brown, age 29, both of Manchester, have been charged with home invasion, along with a 17-year-old male juvenile. The 4 have also been charged with breaking into a home on Lincoln Street in Manchester, along with a home on Ann Street in Tullahoma. Manchester Police Chief Mark Yother says the quick arrest were the results of excellent police work by officers in Manchester, Tullahoma, and the Coffee County Sheriff's Department. The suspects allegedly made off with cash, computers, jewelry, and medications during the string of robberies. Investigator Dendy said it appears all the victims were targeted and that each victim was known by at least one of the suspects. Dendy added that the investigation is continuing and more arrests are possible.
5 candidates have applied to fill a judicial vacancy in southern Middle Tennessee. The Tennessee Judicial Nominating Commission says applicants include Shelbyville attorneys John Norton and Forrest Dewar Jr. and Lewisburg lawyer Barbara Medley. Assistant prosecutors Michael Randall of Lewisburg and Brooke Charles Grubb of Fayetteville have also applied for the judicial post. The commission says a public hearing to review the applicants is set for March the 8th in Shelbyville. Current Judge Robert Krigler is stepping down May 31st. The commission will recommend a replacement who could be picked by Governor Bill Haslam. The judicial position will be on the ballot in 2014. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Come to Jim Oliver's Smokehouse in beautiful Mont Eagle, Tennessee, your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 21 log and timber frame cabins. Enjoy the romantic fireplace and jacuzzi tub. Get more information and book a reservation at thesmokehouse.com.
Who needs this modern world? I can live just fine out here without the road rage and boy bands. Of course, I might miss my Charter HD with football on ESPN and Walking Dead on AMC. ESPN and AMC. And, well, Shark Week on Discovery HD. But that's all. AMC, ESPN, Discovery, TBS, and Comedy Central HD. But that's it. Except for HBO HD.
Charter now has over 100 HD channels and more brilliant HD shows on demand than ever.
Welcome back. The city of Tullahoma is considering allowing another liquor store in the city. I spoke with Mayor Lane Curley about the process. Mayor Curley, I know that you guys discussed at the last Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting that there might be, according to the city charter, I guess, room for another liquor store in Tullahoma legally. Can you comment on that and what that might mean?
Well, the background is this. An individual approached me about opening a liquor store and an additional liquor store. We currently have 4, and he was interested in possibly opening a 5th one. And in studying the code, it's really not very clear at all. The code says for every 4,000 population or fraction thereof. Well, what does or fraction thereof mean? I mean, that's the question. Does it mean that you round off to the next one? Tullahoma has a population of approximately 18,500. So we're at 4.6 or something like that. So do you round up? Do you have to wait until 20,000 population? So the conversation the other night centered around, and why even have this population requirement? Let's let free enterprise dictate how many liquor stores there need to be in Tullahoma. So that's where we are right now. The staff is doing some research on maybe how other communities handle this. I don't even know when the population requirement came into play. My guess is probably in the 60s it came into play, and so perhaps Tullahoma has progressed past that point that we don't really need population to dictate something like that. But to be fair, we do have 4 liquor stores that have been following those rules for many, many years. So there is a balance there that we'd have to look at to see if is it fair just to do away with the population requirement all at one time and let anyone come in? But there are rules, and the ABC has rules. The city government of Tullahoma has rules in regard to opening liquor stores outside the population requirement, distance from churches and schools and hours and things like that. So we'll have to wait to the next meeting, and then the board will make a decision as to what the next step might be.
Do you anticipate a decision being made at the next meeting, Mayor?
I do. Whether it will go into force at that point, I really sort of doubt, because there will have to be. It was on the study session at the last meeting. I anticipate that we'll vote on it, but when it goes into effect or not is to be determined.
The new Tullahoma Chick-fil-A restaurant officially opened this morning with a ribbon-cutting ceremony at their North Jackson Street location. Yesterday, the day before the grand opening, Newsleader's John Gray passed by and found the parking lot full of tents and people waiting for the event. John stopped by to see what was going on and brings us this report.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm at the parking lot at Chick-fil-A, and this is the day before the grand opening. The parking lot is full. The parking lot directly in front of the building is full of tents where people are camping out to be one of the first 100 customers at Chick-fil-A's grand opening tomorrow. We'll go find out why. All right, as you can see, there are tents everywhere, and there are people playing games. And I don't know if this is something that Chick-fil-A does on a normal basis, but we're getting ready to find out. So there's folks standing under the tent by the door, and we'll see what's going on. What's everybody here for?
It's the Chick-fil-A first 100. First 100 people to get here, get a year's supply of free Chick-fil-A meals. So,
a year's worth of Chick-fil-A. When did you come?
When?
Yeah, last night, today?
We got here at about 5:30.
About 5:30 this morning?
This morning, yes sir.
Yeah, and where are you from?
Nashville.
Nashville.
Yes sir.
All right, so they're coming from all over to get that Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Year's worth of food.
That's about when we came, it was 5:30.
And where'd you come from?
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro. There are tents everywhere. All right, there's some of the people out here, and the Chick-fil-A folks, I guess, they're having games using Oreos. So this is entertainment planned by Chick-fil-A for all these folks who are trying to be one of the 100. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now with Susan Morris of Chick-fil-A, and she is going to explain to us why all these people are here and so excited today.
All right, we've got 89 people here right now. We're going to accept up to 100 people to participate. They are called our first 100, and they are here waiting for us to open tomorrow morning. So they're going to be out here in the weather, in the cold all night long in their tents. We're playing games right now with them. We're going to have a DJ later. We've given them breakfast so far and lunch, and then this evening we'll have dinner. And they're just going to be here, have a good time, good fellowship. And tomorrow morning we'll do awards, and what they're going to win is a year of Chick-fil-A. So they're winning some coupons good for our #1 meal. They're going to get 52 of those.
So they'll get 1 meal a week on Chick-fil-A for a year.
Yes, they will.
Isn't that wonderful? How long have you been doing this program?
We have been doing the First 100 for about eight or 9 years.
That is great. Well, we are so happy to have you come to our community. I've noticed that some of these people are from Nashville and Murfreesboro. So as Tullahoma had hoped, Chick-fil-A is going to bring people to town.
Yes, it will.
Susan, thank you so much for your involvement.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after this commercial break. Stay with us.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Mont Eagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Charter Internet has the bandwidth to support more devices than anyone else in the market. So everyone can do their own thing, whether it's watching puppy videos or creating an all-powerful command center to mastermind the complete domination of the world, the universe, and... ooh, ice cream!
Get 30 megabits per second for only $30 and let it all in.
Welcome back. Tullahoma resident Colin Lawrence is this year's president of the Downtown Lions Club. I spoke earlier this week with Colin, who is a few months into his term, about his plans for the organization this year. Ladies and gentlemen, we're pleased today to be talking with Colin Lawrence, who is the relatively new president of the Tullahoma Downtown Lions Club. I think he's about halfway through his term. Certainly not new to the Lions Club. Colin, no, you have probably served in every position that they have in the Tullahoma Downtown Lions Club.
Not quite, but I've been pretty close to most of them.
I'd say you certainly have the experience, however, to qualify for the position that you have. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that's been going on during your term here, Colin.
Well, of course, we do the Christmas parade, and of course we do the Christmas concert.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty close together. But the Christmas concert, of course, is just one of the big things that we donate back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a heck of an experience. I don't know if you've been to one, but we started out 4 years ago with Miss Baldwin. We might have had 60, 70 people there, and now it's standing room only. And so basically, it's a win-win situation for the Lions Club and the public.
Mm-hmm.
And we love to see local Tullahoma people be rewarded for all the contributions they do give to us. And they've been pretty substantial. Like we'll raise next weekend maybe 10,000 to 15,000 at charity dinner, which comes up a week on Saturday on the 23rd. And our golf tournament, of course, is another big event, which we raise about another 10 to 11,000. And then we have our Boston Boot Sales, which is another 4,000. And then we have a Christmas parade, we have a cookout, we have a bake sale, and everybody in our club, is just orientated to serve. They really are. It's a great, great club. It raises more money just about than any of the, for White Cane, than any of the 37 clubs in our district. We're the biggest contributor of them all.
Tell us a little bit, or tell our audience rather, a little bit about the White Cane program.
The White Cane program basically is what distributes to the state and international. We donate like to the Middle Tennessee Line of Sight Service, $4,000 a year. We're the biggest contributor to that. Leader Dog for the Blind, $2,000. We're one of the biggest contributor in our district to that. Tennessee School for the Blind, that's another $2,500. Plus, we also have their choir come that we raise about another $50 million from the public, which is another great experience, which is in April. And I'll come to the show if you don't mind, and we'll talk about that. And I'll bring Kathy with us, who's the boss. And really, it's a great experience. And of course, we've got like horseplay we donate to. We've got a scholarship. We've got, of course, we've got the new one we do is each kindergarten school we provide emergency clothing fund, which we've just donated $250 to each of our schools, which is $1,000 comes out of our project account. 5 loaves for kids, caring for kids. So it's all children orientated in the schools if we can get it, Jim.
Okay, and I called Colin today to ask him to talk about his fundraising dinner, but because of his great leadership, it's already sold out, so we won't go into that. Colin, it's great to have you here, and we'll be talking more about some of the great programs that you guys got going on.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do, Jim. Really do. Thank you for being and your contribution.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
A salute to the never wasters, the coupon clippers, switch flippers, one last drop of milk drippers, the thoughtfully thrifty, and the just plain cheap. Charter respects your economic IQ and honors it with a phone service worthy of your ever-watchful wallet. Charter Phone, just $19.99 a month, for real monthly savings for fabulously frugal folks like you. Switch to Charter Phone and get unlimited local and long distance and 13 calling features with no extra fees like the phone company charges you.
Welcome back. The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet of the week this week is Sam. Sam is a collie mix who has been at the shelter for a very long time and needs a home with a place to run. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 2010 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation for the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349. And their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is Susie. Susie's a Labrador mix and is approximately 2 months old. She entered the shelter as a stray along with her mom and litter mates. Susie is up to date on her vaccinations, good with children and other pets, and will receive a free spay provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $10 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires requires a $35 deposit, refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Motlow Bucks continued their march to the TCCAA conference with a 98-72 thumping of Dyersburg State Saturday afternoon at Copper Weld Arena in their final home game of the regular season. The Bucks were never seriously challenged by the visiting Eagles, who shot only 32% from the field despite connecting on 12 three-pointers. Motlow shot 50% from the field and hit 9 of 23 three-point attempts. The Bucks won the rebounding battle 38-29. Chris Hawkins made 12 of 13 of his field goal attempts and led the Bucks with 29 points along with 8 rebounds. His 12 baskets ties him for 6th on the school's all-time single-game list. DeMarco Stepter holds the record, hitting 17 two-point buckets in January of 2008. Perrin Buford scored 18 points and led the team with 11 rebounds while adding 7 assists. Sean Gardner scored 12 and had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Michael Tomlin scored 12 points and pulled down 5 rebounds. And DJ Jones had 11 points and 6 assists.
We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
The construction sale continues at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Even though the construction process is still going on, Russell Barnett says we have to move them out now. Check out this 2013 Kia Rio, yours today for $15,995. With America's best warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So remember, Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma is the dealer for the people. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Hello, I'm Frank Cole of Grace Chapel, Tullahoma, inviting you to our Genesis 2013 seminar, The Rocks Cry Out, February 21 through 23. The seminar will be taught by Stephen Armstrong of Verse by Verse Ministry of San Antonio, Texas. Stephen's study will focus on the creation story told in Genesis and the collision between Darwin's theory of evolution and the creation account. For more information on Grace Chapel, Tullahoma, Verse by Verse Ministry, and the Genesis 2013 The Rocks Cry Out Seminar, please visit our website, www.gracechapeltullahoma.com.
Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1981 at 73 degrees. Our record low was in 1959 at 10 degrees. The average high on this day is 54 and the average low is 33. For tonight, look for rain in your forecast with a low of around 47. Cloudy weather expected for Friday with a high of 55 and a low of 43, and cloudy weather, possibly some rain in the morning hours of Saturday with a high of 54 and a low of 33. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.